My brother plays in the rock and roll band Need to Breathe, and all my life I've seen him perform on the biggest stages in America. So he was the direct opener for Taylor Swift, and he's played on pretty much every stage across America, Europe, Australia, around the world. Never did I realize that those stages, or stages like that, could work for my business. My name's Chandler Bolt, and I run a company called Self-Publishing School. So I started Self-Publishing School in 2015. We've helped over 4,000 students write, market, and publish their first book in 90 days. I started Self-Publishing School at 21 years old, and about that time, all of my bank accounts were negative, and I had dropped out of school to start this business. So this was a really scary time in my life. I borrowed $15,000 from friends and family, and I had to make this work. Over the last 3 years, we built Self-Publishing School to over $7 million through three main customer acquisition channels. Number one would be affiliates, number two would be Facebook, and then number three would be content. So over the last 3 years, almost 100% of our business has come from online. And so the biggest challenge for me to go from a few $1,000,000 a year to $10 million a year is building out additional customer acquisition channels, aka going offline. And we've seen a lot of results from online advertising are declining because it's getting a whole lot more competitive. In my opinion, that's why there's so much opportunity with this, because everyone's trying to over-automate and over-digitize things, and so people don't respond to that as well. You can go around and speak, and it actually can build your business way faster than the online stuff, and that's what we're seeing now. I'll never forget my very first stage, and this is like the light bulb moment. It's one of those things where once you see it, you can't unsee it. And so I drove 5 miles from my house. There were 23 couples in the room, and I spoke for an hour. At the end of that presentation, 9 people decided to purchase Self-Publishing School. So it was $18,000, and on a Saturday afternoon, 5 miles down the road. And then I think I went back home and met my friends at the beach. And so it's like, it was a light bulb moment for me that, wow, okay, if this works in my hometown, I can also scale this nationally to grow my business. And getting on that first stage, which for me was a game changer, and that was brought in the first $18,000 in an afternoon, 5 miles from my house in San Diego. And then the first 6-figure stage week, so doing 3 events in 1 week, bringing in 6 figures from those stages. And that's really what kind of opened my eyes to, okay, there's a whole lot more opportunity here. And fast forward to today, and stages as a whole will be $1 million customer acquisition channel for us this year. And that's getting on 20 stages. And then I see it in the future becoming a multi-million-dollar customer acquisition strategy for us, in a sense that I don't have to be on the road so much anymore. I can train up my people, which we're already starting to do, and then send them out to speak on my behalf. In my opinion, the easiest and fastest way to get customers is to go speak on a stage. Because there's no faster way to go from zero to customer without all the tech headaches, without the frustration, and without wasting years of your life blogging. I think the coolest thing is, as I kind of reflect back on this journey, is going from someone who was terrified to speak in front of 27 people at a local stage in a rinky-dink hotel, all the way to now stages will bring in 7 figures for my business this year. It's just so cool to see that transformation and to see that there's this whole hundreds of people that are going to be impacted that I never would have reached had I not opened my mind to the possibility of speaking on stages.